Raisins, and I'm here at the Bangkok Farmers Market today at The View in Bangkok. Today we'll be talking to Tim Wilson, who's the editor of the Bangkok Farmers Market magazine. Hi Tim.
Hi.
So we'd really love for you to share with us, something about Bangkok Farmers Market. What is it all about?
The market's basically about creating a new model for the way farmers and creative people do business, so that you enable farmers to come directly and sell their products. So, I mean, what's happened in the world is that you have these very convoluted distribution systems with very long chains of distribution, so that you have a situation where you don't know very much about how a product is produced, or where it's produced, or whether it's produced in an environmental way. So the idea is to reconnect consumers and producers. What's happened is the world has created this very artificial system where, basically you buy a product but you have no idea how it's made, where it comes from, what people are doing. And we've all become very kind of disconnected, and also pricing has become quite disconnected as well. Improving the way that farmers are treated, it's improving the rewards to farmers, and it's basically kind of a first step towards sustainability. Yeah, well, so obviously there's a lot of people who are starting to do organic products, and obviously the thing about one of the things about organics, especially I think is really important, is that when we buy a product, we rarely think about the people who are doing the production. So often people say, "Oh, organics are good for your health," which is a positive attribute, but very few people are thinking about what about the farmer's health. On the one hand, it means that you can be sure that there's not something dangerous in your food. On the other hand, it's really taking a step further and saying, well, when you produce something, you have to make sure that the environment, especially at a local level, is not being destroyed by the things that you buy. It's all about trying to create a different kind of mechanism for producing and selling. Well, I mean, the thing is that the farmers market has had a huge response, really just astonishing. So it's been going for about a year.
A year now.
Yeah. So. So it's got 140,000 followers on Facebook, and sometimes the posts on Facebook can get 1 million clicks. So.
Wow.
So
you have a lot of people.
So there's a lot of interest. Yeah, there's really a lot of interest. Yeah. People want a more real experience. I mean, there's so much, plastic and so much, chemical and stuff. People are kind of reacting against it, and they want something probably more like what our grandparents experienced. I actually think that we need to change the way that we think about the price of something, because when we're buying, we all like to buy cheap stuff. It's great when you find a bargain, but the problem is that there's a lot of things that aren't priced in, and especially things like environmental damage. So you buy something without any knowledge of the environmental damage, and essentially what you're doing is you're passing on the cost to the next generation or the generation after that. They're comparing the price without thinking about the overall picture, which is the environmental issue, the environmental damage. And the damage to people's lives, especially in terms of things like fertilizers. You think of say the children that grow up on a farm where they're spraying fertilizer every day. I mean, a lot of people wouldn't dream of exposing their children to that kind of chemical risk, but they don't think about it when they go out shopping. I understand when people say it's expensive, but what I would like is for people to have a bigger picture.
Thanks very much for your time today.